course, I'm going to be taking my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray and spraying that all over my face, and then taking my Lush Lip Scrub, my Mint Julep Lip Scrub, and scrub it up in the dead skin off my lips, and then taking my Too Faced Hangover Primer and priming my face, of course. And then I'm going to be taking my two foundations, my Derma Blend and my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and mixing those together because I really like full coverage during the wintertime, so I like to mix those together, and then I'm patting that all over my face, and I'm going to blend it in. And then, of course, taking my Too Faced Tarte Shape Tape, I'm just highlighting and spot concealing my face, and then blending that in as well. Go figure. And yeah, that line I made on my nose was crooked. I don't know how I managed, but I did. And then using my RCMA No Color Powder. I don't really like to bake during the wintertime because obviously my face gets kind of dry. So I'm just patting it into my under eyes and then also into my forehead and all the places where I get super oily. And then taking my Anastasia Contour Kit in those two bottom colors, I'm contouring my face. I don't really know how to contour my face. I just pretend like I know how to contour my face. And then again with my RCMA No Color Powder, I'm going to be cleaning up those lines. Again, don't really know what I'm doing. I just saw someone do it and thought I should do it too. And then taking my Tarte powder, I'm just going to be setting the rest of my face, trying to make sure I don't get oily, even though I have really oily skin. And then with my Urban Decay Afterglow blush in Fetish, I'm just putting blush on my face. And then taking my Becca Highlight in Champagne Pop, of course, I'm going to be highlighting my cheekbones because we want to be glowy, because we have dry skin, so we want to at least look glowy. And I'm just putting that obviously on my cheekbones. I'm going to be putting on my nose, my upper lip, and then on my chin. And then I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer and priming up my lids, of course. And then I'm going to be taking my Anastasia brow definer and just defining. And then I'm going to be taking my Anastasia brow definer and just defining my eyebrows. And then after that, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Brow Duo, and that's just a powder form. And then I'm going to be kind of filling in those sparse areas. And then taking my Master Palette by Mario, I'm going to be taking this color Lula and putting that in my crease first, kind of as like a transition shade and just to deepen up the crease. And then I'm going to be taking my Naked 2 palette and taking the color Tease. They're kind of similar, but this one is more of like a gray tone color, and that's kind of the look I was going for. So I'm going to kind of put that right on top and blend that out. And then taking my Master Palette by Mario again, I'm going to be taking the color Violetta and putting that kind of in the outer V just to deepen up my crease a little bit more. And I literally barely tap it in because this color is so pigmented. So I barely tap it in there. And then I'm going to be going into my Naked Basics palette and taking this color WOS, which is like kind of like almost white matte color, and putting that all over my lid. And then I'm going to be going back into my Naked 2 palette and taking the color Suspect and putting that right on top because I didn't really want to go for just a plain matte look. I wanted to add some shimmer, of course. And then I'm going to be taking my Lorac highlight in Starlight and putting that in my inner corner because lately that's been my favorite like color to put in my inner corner. It's fun. And then I'm going to be going back into my Naked 2 palette and taking the color Foxy and highlighting underneath my brow bone. And then switching it up, going back to my Master Palette by Mario, taking the color Bronx and just smudging that underneath my lash line. I think that's such a beautiful color. It's one of my favorites. And then here is some rare footage of me getting myself doing my eyeliner on camera. I don't know how I managed. And then I'm going to be taking my favorite eyelashes. They're the Eyelure Texture Lashes. They're my favorite. And then here's also some rare footage of me getting my eyelashes on camera. Pretty impressive. And then I'm going to be taking my Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced and blending my lashes together. Obviously, favorite mascara. And then also taking my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara and putting that on my lower lash line. And then for the main attraction, the lips. I'm going to be taking this NYX Matte Red Lipstick in the color Perfect Red, obviously. Perfect Red, perfect for the winter time. And putting that on my lips. And that is going to complete this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's super simple, super easy, and yeah. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this Simple Eyes bold red lip. I thought it was appropriate because during winter, everybody wears a nice red bold lip. I had so much fun creating this look for you guys. It's super duper simple. All you need is a couple neutral eyeshadows, a red lipstick, you good to go. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And before you guys leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you can join the fam. Because it's a fun time around here, if you know what I'm saying. So that is all for this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!